And here we are at long last in the Institute. Hello and welcome back to the channel. We are continuing our playthrough of Fallout 4. We made it down into the Institute and met our long lost son, Sean, who is standing right in front of me. Yes, it turns out 60 years has passed since he was abducted from the vault where we were frozen. And he took over the Institute because they needed him as the progeny for the robots that they were creating. They used his DNA to make all of that happen. We have been invited to join the Institute and meet all of the department heads. So we're going to go ahead and try to go do that now. I don't remember specifically how to get out of this area, but we'll go and try to find them. So we have, I think, 4 different people that we're supposed to go meet. I don't think this is the right way. We have 4 people that we need to go meet. They're each the heads of their respective departments. I guess it is. This place is so confusing. So we're going to walk out to the main area and try to figure that out. How is it? Here we go. Okay, so we can walk down the stairs here, go out in the main room. I'll give you guys a nice view. It's the director's quarters. Oh, where we just were. Okay.
Almost done.
It's an...
Okay, so this is the main atrium area. It's kind of pretty cool. So we need to go to each of the primary areas. So bioscience. Yeah, there's 4 different areas we have to go to. We have to meet the people there, and then I guess we'll find out what happens after that. We'll do bioscience first. Why not? That's where our friend was from. That's where our friend what's his face was from. Virgil.
Do you have time to examine my latest report?
Here's our quest.
Not yet.
Okay, I want to make sure they mark them so I don't have to wander around talking to every single person.
So
Doctor, welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages, but the prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is, but I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure. Right now, I'm just trying to keep an open mind.
It's a big decision, I know, but it's also a rare and important opportunity. No need to rush to judgment. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
No, I'm good for now.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Take care, then.
Just trying to complete the story quests. I'm not super worried about side quests at this point, because we're already relatively high level. I need 1 more strength point to get the pain train thing that we're looking for, and that's really the last perk that I've been salivating after. So I guess we'll just go straight across. Go straight across to the other side. Synth retention. That's the SR department. Okay. SRHR, gotcha.
You know the protocols,
that didn't. That
authorized
just.
personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do. Our new synths are so lifelike, I keep mistaking them for real people.
Okay.
Greetings, sir.
All right, let's go. Synth retention, HR.
Heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
Carry on.
I don't know why that never occurred to me before, but whatever.
Maybe I should take some courses with me. You know.
Doc.
So, here you are. Justin Ayo. Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
No problems here.
Good to hear. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
So basically, you're the secret police.
Secret police? If that's a pre-war reference, then I'm afraid it's lost on me. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm going to make a very, I don't know if it's a very obscure reference here, but am I the only one who thinks that the Coursers look very much like the hired assassins, mercenaries, whatever it is, from Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man?
Hello?
Let that sink in there. Let that sink into your mind for a minute, especially if you know that movie. Every time I see them, they remind me of those guys with the long trench coats and the sunglasses and the slicked back hair.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'm good for now.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Very well.
Moving on. And I guess we'll go left next. Should be down and up and then to the left.
Scanning.
I believe this is going to be Dr. Lee.
She's been at it for over 2 hours.
And if this is the same Dr. Lee from Fallout 3, that would be interesting. Yeah, Madison Lee, it's the same one.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Ah, it's you.
Couldn't remember.
You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
What is it you're working on?
Advanced systems, special projects. You've seen the boy, Synth, already. We've been hard at work on him for quite a while now. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
All right.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I don't remember the timeline between the various games. I would imagine that this stuff probably came before the events of Fallout 3, but I don't know. I don't imagine that she would have left the Institute. I don't know. I don't know what the timeline is. I'd have to look that up.
When are you going to tell me about it?
If you know, leave it in the comments. Is this all before Fallout 3 and she left the Institute after everything that happens here, or did she move to the Commonwealth and ended up joining the Institute, or what's the deal? Institute Robotics. So you're supposed to meet these guys and they give you opportunities for like side questy stuff, but we're just trying to get to the story now.
Power armor.
Supposed to meet somebody meet the division leaders, right?
Admit to yourself what it is. If you're about to launch into one of your impassioned speeches about
Hi, Doc.
artificial sentience,
It's you.
machines,
You're finally with us. I'd just like to apologize for any trouble our synths may have caused for you on your way here. They, of course, couldn't be told of your identity, and they have very specific protocols for protecting themselves and Institute interests, most of which I designed myself. Not to make problems for you, though, will you be staying with us then?
I'm thinking it over.
Well, I hope you do decide to stay. It would mean a great deal to Sean. If you require anything, especially as it pertains to synths, please let me know.
So, was that it, or?
Power armor, huh?
Hello.
You
Welcome.
take down a Brotherhood
Please,
soldier?
step this way for processing.
I would have thought.
Hey, Doc.
You've arrived at a momentous time. Our third generation synth, it's no exaggeration.
What makes them superior?
The list of improvements is imagine what you could, like I said.
Right.
So I guess I just gotta follow the thing here then. I always get confused at this point because it's easy to find 3 of them, but I thought there was a 4th one, and then I end up having to wander around trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do. So just follow the.
It must be.
Guessing it's upstairs then. Go back and talk to Father. We're done. I just wish it would have updated me that way. Oh, upstairs one more. Yeah, they should have updated the quest and fixed that, because that's confusing. No. Let's... Oh, okay.
Excuse me, Doctor.
The Institute's a big place. It might take a while to learn where everything is. They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much. I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water, and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
On board with what?
The Institute, of course. Sean implied you operated on a level, if not equal, then at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss.
What is going on?
It would appear my target has disappeared.
Okay. Why?
I figure you won't just run, right?
What the hell was that? Let's load our previous save then. That was weird. I'm glad that there's auto saves every time you transition, because that was ridiculous. Let's try that again. What the hell was that?
I know.
I'll make sure I answer differently when we get to that part. I really seriously have no idea what it was that caused that. What caused that? With what? The Institute, of course. Okay, why did asking a question makes you hostile to me?
Father is more than just
All right.
Doctor.
A quick save here.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, when Father, if you don't mind my asking.
I just wanted to find my son.
Now that as you might, we maintain and upgrade.
Sure.
There's a lot of the work we do. So, now that
I'm just looking around.
I see. Well, please do mind what. If there's anything else you like.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye then.
Okay. Let's go talk to Father. That was weird. I don't know what happened with that. That was, yeah. That was special. It was something. Let's go see what Father has to say, and then we'll probably fast travel back to the Sanctuary and talk to Preston and Sturgis to turn in those quests. This one, is he, oh, he's upstairs now? I'm gonna quick save before I do this, because if I say something dumb, I don't want to have to go back and redo things.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
What do you mean by proper supervision?
I mean that while they are here in the Institute, fulfilling the purpose for which they were designed, our synths perform admirably. As you're about to see, however, they can become unpredictable when set loose. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
Who erased his memories? And why?
Those idealistic radicals who
the
call
railroad.
themselves the Railroad are behind it. We'll deal with them in time. But right now, the priority is to reclaim that synth before more harm is done. Now you should get moving. Many people.
Okay. So I guess now we've reached the point where we have to start making decisions about which faction we're going to join. But for now, we are going to... Didn't I have... I thought I was supposed to go talk to Preston Garvey about the Institute. Okay, well, whatever. We'll go do the inside job quest by returning to here and talk to Sturgis. Yeah. And now we're back up top. So I gotta find Sturgis, give him the information. Of course, he's outside. I'm pretty sure I saw something that said talk to Preston Garvey, but whatever.
This place is really coming together, huh? I can't take all the credit.
Here's that holotape you gave me, full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
What do you hope to find?
Whatever the Institute doesn't want anybody to know. All the good stuff on here is going to be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
Oh.
Starting to have fun.
Okay. Let's talk to him one more time just to make
trade
sure.
gear with you.
Nope.
What's up?
Where's... Let's see if we could find Preston. Or maybe we can go back to the railroad now that we're inside.
Need something?
Hi.
Is there something you need?
How are you feeling?
I'm glad to have the chance to...
Right.
Just let me know.
No.
All right.
Okay, let's go talk to... Let's see, what are the organizations that I could be dealing with right now? The Brotherhood wants to get in there, the Railroad wants to get in there. Yeah, let's go back and talk to the Brotherhood of Steel. Just real quick to see what they have to say. I'm sure now that I've gotten in there, they can tell me the freaking Elder Maxon's gonna have something to say. At some point, we're gonna have to choose a faction and pick an ending, but and I think we've kind of gotten to that point.
Our latest intelligence tells us you've infiltrated the Institute and liberated a valuable holotape from their facility. I'm quite disappointed you chose to build the signal interceptor without the Brotherhood Knight. However, you've secured passage to and from their facility, which was one of our primary goals. So, I'm willing to overlook your lapse in judgment. Since you've unexpectedly accelerated our plans, I now have 2 missions for you to complete. First and foremost, I want you to bring that holotape to Proctor Ingram right away. There could be data vital to the success of our mission on that tape, so we can't afford to take any chances. The second part of your mission requires a bit of background to explain. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital Wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
How did the Brotherhood meet Dr. Lee?
She was part of a civilian project in the capital Wasteland that the Brotherhood appropriated. It wasn't difficult to convince her to stay. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital Wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
What sort of differences?
Although she was working with the Brotherhood of Steel, she never formally joined as a scribe. After the capital Wasteland was secured, she objected to the Brotherhood's continued military presence there. I think she assumed we would just walk away from it all. She was wrong. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
Okay.
I want to know what to do if she refuses.
Nothing that would provoke a hostile response. If she refuses, you're not to press the issue. Remember, and just keep your mind on the mission. Good luck, Knight.
Okay. We'll go down and try to talk to what the person, I forget the person's name. Eventually.
Attention. This is a notice to all personnel. Please think of your brothers and sisters down below.
Retrieve the network scanner
Thoroughly
holotape.
secure all gear while on the flight deck.
Well,
thank you.
Guess we're not doing that one. Let's go find out what the railroad has to say. Try to advance everything as far as we can up until the point that we have to make a decision. So I think that's the only other... We have the Brotherhood, we have the Railroad, we have the Minutemen, and then the Institute. I don't think there's any other organizations I can remember that we were kind of dealing with. So, let's go to the Railroad HQ and see what they have to say.
Carrington.
Desdemona.
I just heard the most fascinating rumor. The story goes that you actually found the Institute. Been there and back again. Sounds crazy, right?
It's all true.
Deacon says you used teleportation. I can't imagine. You must feel justifiably proud of what your Minutemen have achieved in such a short time. Eventually, the Minutemen will devise their own plan to deal with the Institute. But I doubt your soldiers will place any priority on rescuing the synths inside. I'm counting on you being as passionate about freeing synths as we are. Please, work with us instead.
I don't know.
Take your time. Think it over. But remember, the synth's fate is literally in your hands.
So with these guys, I guess I just have to make a choice, and I'm not ready to make that choice yet. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it there. Next episode, I think we'll go back and try to do the Brotherhood's little side quest with Dr. Lee. But other than that, we're getting really close to the end of the main original story. Don't worry, we still have 2 expansions to do after that. But yeah, we'll call it here. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to click that like button so the YouTube algorithm pushes the video out to more viewers. If you're not already subscribed, please do that now so you know when the next video comes out. And I do have a link to my Patreon in the description. I'm looking for cool ideas for exclusive content that I can create for members who choose to support the channel. So leave ideas in the comment section so I can put together a list for that. Again, I really appreciate your time. Hope you had lots of fun, and I will see you for the next one.